Welcome back to Anarchy. Have not really played since last time, but there are a couple things I want to go over. First of all, we actually have the glass machine, which allows us to make flasks. So I'm actually going to want to go ahead and get 88 mining at a very soon point so I can start doing flasks. I assume as a daily, because that's how they are on RS3. Secondly, if I go to game points, so killing things and presumably skilling earns you game points, which you've seen in my chat message, but the way you use game points is actually some really neat little commands. So you have, for 5,000 game points, you get an hour of NPCs being weaker to a to a combat style, or you can auto loot drops, or you can auto loot bank drops listed in double colon drops. Or you can auto bone bury and auto herb clean. I'm still sticking by my choice to get the bone crusher and herbicide because I would rather have not have to spend game points for that. For 10,000, there's the coin drops, which automatically converts NPC drops worth less than 100k to coins, which would actually be... I don't know if that would actually be good for Slashbash, because I do want the bones. I'm not sure if that counts there. More drops, which I think just adds more rolls on the drop table, and more success, which makes cooking and thieving succeed more often. 20,000 points gets weak to all combat stats. It says very weak, where here it's weaker, so I'm assuming it's by a greater amount. More skills, so you skill faster, you mine, you woodcut faster. 30,000 points, you get an hour of 20% drop potential, and you get skilling, or you can get skilling XP bonus. And for 50k points, you can auto bank skilling items, or you can use the Dwarven Cannon anywhere. So game points are extremely powerful, and you're just going to accumulate more and more of them as you go, because I think you get like 250 something from killing just Slashbash, who is the tier 0 boss. And while we're here, I have some squeal spins. It says I have 7. Oh, I have 2 super squeal spins. I'm curious what's on the super wheel. Rune full helm. Adamant plate body. Mithril plate body. Yeah, I don't think that's actually good. Wait, what? I don't know what's going on there. So yeah, I'm just gonna dump these into the selling tab. So I have event tokens, which I'm going to spend on code keys so I can get donator at some point. Ecto tokens I'm saving for the bone crusher, and then cannon pieces and training points I don't really need. Right, I'm gonna go train magic at Slashbash is what I'm gonna do now. Alright, so this is interesting. I've got a D2H because I figure, yeah, 414k, that's not terrible. But we also got some Ogre Coffin keys while killing Slashbash, and also, you know, just a ridiculous number of Ecto tokens. Like I said, honestly, I'll probably just go ahead and get the Bone Crusher next. But, there's no way that the tokens themselves are 2 mil each. That doesn't... Yeah, that has to be for the stack. Anyway, I think the Ogre Coffin keys are for another chest here at home. So, like, One Ogre Coffin key is worth 300k. But I'm more interested... Oh, there's a boss token thing. I didn't even realize that. And you can get the Anarchy armor and the final boss cave and mystery boxes, and geez. They really want to make sure that you have stuff to do no matter what. But, let's see. Ogre Coffin keys. Where do I use Ogre Coffin keys? Hang on. Oh, you still use them on the crystal key chest. Oops, that's the event shop. What? Offhand Dragon Crossbow. Oh, so the Ogre Coffin keys are like good crystal keys, because the crystal keys were kind of junky. Alright, that's neat. I don't know how dual wielding works on this server, but let's see. Yeah, we're up to 50k. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and give that boss another shot. I should be wearing those two for sure. If he's just not susceptible to magic, then I know I need to train range, which, like, oh no, I have to kill more Slashbash. Alright, so let's see if I can actually kill Blink. Get some range, I pray. Oh, bloody. Well, I guess not bloody, that's the exact issue. I do like that this is the kind of server where people manually sell instead of using automated selling. Oh, there are also quests, which I'll need to actually clear all of. So I think my ultimate goal is going to be okay, there's a comp cape, and that's ultimately going to be my goal, but that's going to take forever. Alright, yeah, blink, pray range. So if I'm back here, he can't melee me. But that's not a melee range ability. Okay. I don't know how you're supposed to avoid that damage then. Oh, magic in ya face. It's his normal attacks are range and his spec is magic. I feel like Soul Split is actually the way to go here. Yeah, let's pop Augury, because you don't need to unlock Rigor or Augury, which is interesting. I do need to go back to Slashbash specifically so I can get... specifically so I can get why am I blanking? Soul Split and Turmoil. Why was I blanking so badly? Just because I feel like that's going to be extremely important in future bossing endeavors. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get this kill, or that it's going to be worth it at all. This is a weird place to put a dungeoneering boss, though, considering that this is the quest that makes doing the Queen Black Dragon feasible in pre-EOC and RS3. So, like, there's the Siren. It gives the Coral Crossbow, I think. Yeah, this is a weird location for this. God damn it, I got distracted by looking up a how to play video for a board game that I recently picked up. Hi, Death. Yeah. I don't know how you get tokens, but, that doesn't seem to have actually affected my stats too badly. I mean, I still have access to Augury. Maybe it's that you can't lose levels. I wonder if that's how it is. Brother of a brother, what? It's not... What? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Brother of a brother? Whatever. I'm getting way too involved in these hangmans on camera. We're up to 50 event tokens, which is actually enough, I think, for a code key. Oh, that's enough for a Death Touch Dart, but more importantly, 2 code keys. I'm going to save those up because... main shops? No. Oh, quest shop. That's why you do quests. Oh, you can spend your points on, like, temporary items. That's weird. Let's see. Donator shop. Yeah, so it's $10 for regular donor, $50 for extreme donor, $100 for legendary. So I think one of my big goals is going to be getting heroic at some point as we play the game. But yeah, that's $3,200, which is going to take a long time, whether I do it with cash or code keys. I'm just going to throw these in here. But yeah, I need to be way more careful in the future. So I decided I wanted to start doing some skilling, because I don't know, but I think the Lucian teleport orb things are tradable, so I can sell them for a good amount with the, what is it? Oh, really? Forgot about that. Yeah, I'll just make these, I guess. Skilling rocks. And there was actually a skilling creation event running, so I figured, you know, I'll get some event tokens, save up for those code keys, and work towards some skilling and acquiring Sacred Clay gear, which doubles XP when you gather with it, even on this server. So I'm going to get some crazy, like, mining rates once I gather enough points here. Unfortunately, you can't do Hangman in here, so I can't get event tokens that way, but I think I should be getting plenty, because, like, I think every 10 minutes or so you gain 10, and then I think it's 15 for staying in for a full game. But it's just a great way to raise some of your skills. Like, you get crafting for making the tools, well, smithing as well, as it turns out, cooking for making the food, obviously hunter for catching the clay swarms. You can get construction by building barriers. So, actually, I think... No, even herbal. The only skills you can't train in here are farming, agility, and fire making. Which, now I think about it, is kind of weird. You can technically train thieving by pickpocketing players. Just make a bunch of harpoons, and I am already up to 58 crafting. This is my first full game, by the way. You even get Hunter XP for collecting the basic Tier 1 clay. If you missed Stealing Creation back in the day, this is actually... less people actually PKing than it used to be, but this is still pretty spot on. I'm actually really impressed with how they've managed to recreate it. But, yeah. Should get tons of event tokens by just playing this minigame. Plus, I can, get some skills up. I also wanted to see if raising my total level would make the Squeal of Fortune more worthwhile, because I'm not going to pretend that it's not pretty bad. I mean, I guess it's free coins from the GE, but yeah. Hunter Rock, 20 mil each, really? Oh my god, highest personal score, nice. That's a lot of money. Maybe blind, but I was stupid. That is so cool. Who do I... Rewards Mystic. Who is outside for some reason. Yeah, sure, whatever. So I can buy... Volatile Tools. Transform into one of 7 tools. No control over what it will become. After a certain number of uses, it'll decay. So I believe that you get... fewer... you get fewer, or less XP, I should say. But you can repair them. Wait, what is it? It'll decay. Does that mean it doesn't crumble to dust? Because if that's the case, how much would it cost? Oh, it's not. Still, that is superb, actually. I already got the pickaxe, which is the main thing I'd be wanting. Sweet. That is 160 mil. No, 220 mil. Plus 250 mil in 20 minutes. That is... Wow. This is a really good minigame to play during events. Because that is a crap load of cash. So like if I sell these for 20 mil, they insta-sell out of the game. I got mills. Nice. Oh my god. I love that things are so responsive on this server too. That's really rare to see, honestly. Oh my god. I have even more rocks here. So I don't even need to make the Tele Orb. Let's just make sure prices check out. So, Tele Orb. Tele Orb. Strange Orb. Orb. Maybe the orb itself isn't actually tradable, but that's still like... Boom! Okay. So Stealing Creation is OP for making some cash. Alright, let's see. Do we have Torva? I'll need to look up. What about... Yeah, let's buy a Bando set. Oh, I'd have to actually buy those from players, I see. Because they're under 10 mil. Alright, alright. I'll have to think about what I'm gonna do with all that money. So I did my Squeal of Fortune spins, and I got a spadeful of Coke. I don't even remember what quest that's from, and ooh, Sunfree looks like a weird chimera thing. But you got some XP lamps to pop, which is always satisfying. And a crystal key to open. I've been I don't know if crystal keys have anything rare enough to where it's worth showing opening them, because that seems to be pretty much what you get. We're up to 492 mil at this point, so I'm kind of curious. Okay, so I would need... You can't buy dollars in the GE? I think they're 75 mil each, and oh, there's the loyalty shop. Oh, you actually get auras from loyalty. Okay. That's kind of neat, but more importantly... So I believe it's 75 mil for $1, and then it's $10 for donator. So maybe it's just that you can't actually like buy and sell to other players via the... No, you can because of the... Anyway, I think that's going to be my first major upgrade because... Can I see... Okay, so there's no... Oh, donator info. There we go. So you get access to a boss, a donator zone, custom title, which is really cool for a $10 donor thing. Custom yellow colors, a couple skin colors, bank anywhere, which is super cool. You can swap your prayer book and your prayers and a spell book. Yeah, you get some really neat stuff from just getting regular donor, plus a 10% drop rate increase. So for 7 to 50 mil, considering that I can get that from like one more game of Stealing Creation, I think I'm gonna go that route. Work on getting my skills up, and I think that's how we're gonna end the video, is with getting donator. I think I just got the hunter skilling pet. Huh. That's, like, really weird, but also really cool. Huh. So this is just the next run I'm doing of Stealing Creation. I'm making barriers to get construction up. Eventually I'm gonna have to get my woodcutting to like 40 independent of the minigame, just so I can actually train it here. Or I could continue doing Hunter, because Hunter is pretty terrible in general, and just go for the pickaxe and axe. I was not expecting to get another pet already. At this rate, we're going to get a pet per episode. We actually have a full inventory worth of these rocks. 200 mil, 360 mil. We are now sitting at 1 bill, and we're in episode 2. So I'm gonna cut away. I'm gonna buy donor or the $75, whichever one people actually have. Probably also gonna train skill it. Like, I'm gonna get woodcutting up to 40, and woodcutting, mining, and fishing up to 40, because I'm actually thinking I can kind of pet hunt while doing Stealing Creation for money. Because I can prestige skills. If I come over here to the prestige shop, yeah, see the prestige shop, so I can get Elite Void, and oh, you can get an enhanced death key. I guess that's what we're gonna be saving for. But yeah, like I am okay prestiging over and over while pet hunting, and yeah. So I'm gonna go buy donor status. So we're not quite at the donator rank I'd like to be at to close the video out, but a couple things. Apparently, boss pets give 50% drop rates, so that's neat. Also, I think there's a double drop event going on right now, because that's the only way this makes sense, unless I'm severely misunderstanding what 50% drop rate means on this server. But we actually got a doubled annihilation drop, which, what kind of XP is that? Is that a melee? Yeah. Is there a spec? Huh. Alright, so that... I'll have to... Give me a sec, collect some bones to double check. But that's not all that valuable according to the examine price check. According to that, it's 75 mil, but if I go here, let's see, 157 strength, 156 crush. Excuse me. Rude. $156 and 157 versus... Oh, that is actually a huge upgrade, plus some cash if I sell a spare one. Actually going to 70 because I may or may not have watched Vidic's video. I like how the pet just goes around, just kind of wanders the area. Gives it a little more personality, I guess. But I didn't realize that DHing was a legitimate thing you could just do for these single prayer bosses. So, yeah, probably going to do that for working towards 99 stats. My drop rates are 270%. I think that means I'm literally getting double the drops. I just realized that. Huh. That's interesting. If this is not intended behavior, I am super sorry. I am not trying to exploit. It just doesn't appear to be one. That is a lot of Ogre Coffin keys and stuff. I need to use these bones. Alright, for real, unless I get another super cool drop, I will meet you with that donor status. So, I posted that I was buying regular donor with $10, 800 mil total, and Phil went ahead and just gave it to me, so that is super cool of him. Since this isn't like a, oh, I have to do everything myself, this is an Iron Man thing, I'm just gonna accept things. Donator zone. God, I love that this is like the EOC version of the Al-Kharid Palace. Lord Marshal Brogan. Oh, right, this is the guy from, what is it? Mobilizing Armies, that terrible RTS minigame. A Demon Butler. Need Heroic Donator to access this shop. Okay. Grand Vizier Hassan. Legendary Donator. Huh. Alright, so let's see. Donator. Alright, let's double check what the donation things are. There is a command that talks about, oh, donator info, there we go. So, with this, we can do ;Jake, we can use this zone, we actually have a title and can yell, and we can actually do blue and green skin, and we have access to the ;bank command, which, this is an extremely powerful regular old donor status, so that is, like, super cool. Access to... Huh. Beefy Bill. Extreme Magic Assistant. Oh, you can get Recolored Infinity. Yeah, this is actually a pretty neat little donator zone. It's not like OP skilling stuff, but it doesn't need to be, you know? Alright, so I'm gonna put that in my valuable / currency tab here. And alright, so next time on Anarchy, we're gonna focus on getting geared up properly. Probably going to go for a proper weapon, because the Annihilation seems like a good first step, but not quite up to things. Or at least, maybe I'll go for a Ring of Wealth. I think the one that gives actual drop rate is 2 bill or something, which actually shouldn't be that hard to get. Probably gonna camp some more Slashbash just to get my combat stats up. So that I can use my Vestas. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed and would like to support me, I do have a Patreon in the description, as well as Let's Play channels. at the description of every video, I should say. I'm gonna try and just mention this stuff at the end of videos, just so that, you know, people know it's there, but so it's not super beggy. And yeah, next time I think I'm going to open on maxing my combat stats, and then opening all the Ogre Coffin keys I get from that. Maybe I'll have the Ogre Coffin key video as a separate thing from a progress video. I don't know. I'm winging it. Plus the server I want to do a series on that launches is supposed to launch on the 31st, so. Anyway, see you guys then.